Here we go,
You
folks.
got it. You ready? Welcome to the show, everyone. I am so excited about having my first guest on. It's his birthday today, so we're going to make a big deal out of it. We're live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. And we're going to show the show. We're going to share the show. It's not easy, everybody. You try it. And so let me tell you, it's really fun because what I do is I love talking about everybody else on my show. I have with me Dr. Joseph Blake, and he is a 3-time best-selling author. You are I want to say a teacher for people to learn how to use their money, how to save their money, how to grow their money, right?
Yes.
And so much more. A professor as well. And you have your father here, which is so cool that you brought your dad with you on your birthday.
Yeah.
Your 60th birthday. It's a huge day.
Yeah.
And we're celebrating it here on my show. I really appreciate you being here.
Yes. Yes.
So first of all, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you do. I'm going to show you your books, and you can talk about those.
Well, I consider myself, I'm an author, investment advisor, and PhD professor because I teach in colleges. One of my main things I like to help improve the individual, improve those that are out there that want to grow. Money is just one thing, but money is basically a tool. If you read my books, you'll find that out. Money is a tool, and I identify ways to help that money grow in your life. And as an individual, I like the people those that want to learn new skills, learn new ways of growing in life. Making yourself better.
It's not always about money.
No, it's not.
No, but knowing how, we need the money.
Yeah, you do.
Right? We need the money. But knowing how to be literate and understanding it and helping it grow, it makes it all that much better. Not only just for you, but your family, and for anything else that you might want to do good with it.
That is correct. You have to put it in perspective.
So let's talk a little bit about your dad for a second, because he's sitting right next to you. What do you want to say?
Well, good afternoon to everyone, and I'm very proud of my son, my oldest child. And as for myself, I'm a retired toolmaker machinist. Did 20 years in the Army and even worked for NASA for 7 years. So I had a good life, and because of my son, he taught me how to save money. Not so much to invest it, but because of him, I've learned how to save money. And to be honest, I don't have to live from check to check anymore. So,
Isn't that nice?
So it's a blessing just to know what he knows and to listen to what he's learned. Listen to what he's learned and it taught me. Never too old to learn. You can always teach an old dog new tricks.
So it's your son's birthday today. What do you want to say to him?
Well, I already kissed him for his birthday.
You did?
And he was my firstborn. I had him when I was on my way to Vietnam.
Well, first of all, both of you, thank you for your service. You have done quite a bit with that. You were a fireman.
Yes, I know that's kind of hard sometimes. You see that PhD written books, but I was a firefighter for 13 years in the Air Force.
But it did bring you to where you are today.
It sure did. I love firefighting, man. Truck go by, I'm jumping on it. No.
So let me also talk a little bit about your podcast that you have on
Yes.
Facebook, live on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Let's talk about that real quick too.
Yes, I'm always providing more information and thought about finance and how to make life better. I'm on a 3-year quest now. My oldest son helps me. We're talking about becoming the economy of being, having a richer life. My oldest son, his name is Joseph too. There's four of us.
You really? Oh wow.
So that's
1, 2,
that.
3, 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Joined the first, second, third, and the fourth. And he has a master's degree. My son also is a teacher, teaches in the college in Georgia. So yeah, and we do that.
So we must talk about your early life, because it really was a tough life that you were living.
Yeah. I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, and that's on East Coast. I know many of you may have seen the show called The Wire. The Wire, that was tame. That was tame.
That was our hood.
But it was tame compared to the things that were there. It was rough, but it taught me how to be tough in life. things that, when things happen to me now, it's like a duck, water in a duck just goes down his back. Doesn't bother me. I know it's there. I know it occurred, but I'm able to get through and push through things when it's tough.
When you have to these days.
Yeah. I think the one thing I know I always remember is was because it was such a difficult time there, and when I go through financial difficulties in life, I don't let it stop me.
No.
Yeah, don't
Get
let it
up on the
stop
mic.
me.
So, defining moments and challenges. What were they? What's your most defining moment?
When being involved, one of my defining moments, I was there. We went to this house party, right? And we were
Wow.
there. And there was a young guy that was dressed just like me, walking past me, but he had a firearm in his hand, and I was like, you know what? He looks just like me. I need to leave this place, because growing up in Baltimore in that time, it was like it's either him or me, and I think I need to leave. So I was there with 4 of my friends, and I said, okay,
Let's get out of here.
yeah, it's time to get out.
Yeah.
And we left. My friends were like, Joe, Blake, what you doing, man? What you do? I said, hey, man, we got to go. And then after we got out, then I told them. But for me, that was a moment that something could have happened. I don't know if anything happened after I left, but I said, I need to go. So it was like something told me in my spirit it was time to leave. And at that point, I listened to that voice inside to let me know what was good, not good. I learned how to pay attention to that voice inside.
Well, you've been listening to that voice inside for a long time.
I have. I didn't know what it was until later in life. Later in life.
And
It's been good.
But did they help? Did the voices, and now you can tell them who it was if you like, but
Yeah.
help you write the books?
It did. It sure did. And part of that, because another defining moment in life was my dad. He gave me a Bible. I didn't know it was a Bible, and I had it for like 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years, and I was going to I was trying to throw this Bible away. And I was wouldn't go. Once I realized it was a Bible, I read it. That's when I found out about the Spirit of God and understanding what that Spirit meant and how that Spirit can guide me. And I was like, oh my goodness, man! I had this thing for 2 years and didn't touch it. I was like, man.
But it never left you.
No, never left.
It didn't, and it stayed there for a reason.
Yes. I was
And-
like, wow.
Now, I would like to open up the lines to the audience if it's okay with you. Since it's your birthday, let's give away a book. Okay. Now you have no choice, right?
Yeah.
So, but we're going to open up the lines of the audience for everyone. Now, this is 2 of 3, because there's a 3rd one coming out.
Yes.
And, it's good to read them in order. The first one is Joseph, Building Financial, Joseph, Building Financial Literacy.
Yes.
And so we're gonna open up our lines for everyone to get entered in to win a copy of his book. Let me tell you something, folks. When it comes to learning about money, how to save money, how to learn how to grow your money, it is a wonderful thing to actually get these books, and you can get them on Amazon, but guess what? You can get them by calling me for free, and our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. Now, your website is actionable. financialliteracy.com. You can check him out there. You can check him out on Facebook. His podcast is on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. He teaches, and it's fun, the way
Yes.
that you do things.
Yes.
Right? You bring fun to teaching, learning about money.
Yes.
Okay? Now, before we go to a break, we're going to go to a break because the music is just turned on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk further about his experiences and his book, and we're going to open the line of the audience for everyone to get entered in to win a copy. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Check him out. It's actionable, financialliteracy.com.
Yeah. You know what I want to mention again about the meaning of what financial literacy is, because a lot of folks use that term, and I really mean they use it as a term. Because sometimes they'll probably say that financial literacy is like an account, financial literacy is this course, financial literacy is that. But from my research that I did for my doctoral degree, financial literacy is gaining access to economic information and then making use of those concepts. So if someone can't access the information, then they can't make no choice. So they can't become an informed consumer of financial products. So if you don't know how to get the information, you can't use it. And you can't-
Informed consumer, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, so that's the outcome of being financially literate, financially literate individual. But if you don't have access to it, and when I say access to it, what does that mean? Well, if you can't get on the internet, you don't know how to use the internet, you can't. It's a hard time. If you don't have access to it, then it's rough. And then sometimes you go on the internet and you get the information, but you got to pay for it sometimes. So I mean, it's like a double jeopardy in that
You know how you
respect.
pay for it? A lot of people go down the rabbit hole when they
Yeah.
are on that computer. You go online, you ask Dr. Google, whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
and there's so much information. It's good information, a lot of it, but some of it just gets mind-boggling.
Yeah, you're right, and they get lost.
Mhm.
So that's why that's why I have my podcast, so I can give them some information that I know is relevant, and go down, and then they can always call me, and I can do something for them. Then the second level of it is the legacy part, because once you get it as an individual, you want to be able to give it to those that are close to you, and those that you influence. I had a little gathering yesterday at my house, and my friends were there. Some of the friends are financial analysts like myself, so I went back and helped them understand the concept. There's this game that many people have played already, but some haven't, but it's called Cash Flow.
Uh-huh.
I'm plugging another guy, but
That's okay.
But I like this game. I played that game with my kids when they were young. My oldest son is 30. Is 39. I played that game with him when he was 12. He's a real estate guy now.
So your children all of them are very accomplished.
Yeah, all four have master's degrees. 3 out of the 4 teach at colleges, and my baby girl's a major in the Army.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Congratulations, because you know what? It's hard to do.
Yeah,
It really is.
yeah.
I'm very proud. So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Dr. Joseph Blake, and he is, we've talked a little bit about him being a professor. He is a third-time award-winning author. And we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win his first book, which is Joseph, Building Financial Literacy. And these books you read in order. This is one of those kinds of things. But let me tell you something about them, and everybody on Facebook could see us here, is that what's great about it is you've made it easy for people to understand. Would you please tell the audience what
Okay.
age group should start reading this book?
Well, definitely if you're 18 years old, you need to read it, no doubt. Get the book. You can start as, I would say, like around 16, honestly, because when I started with my kids, teaching them about finance. My oldest boy, he's 39 now. Oh my goodness. But he's 39 now, but I started when he was 12, and he was 12, my youngest son was 10, and then my baby, she was 7. She'll be 34. Man, old. But I started when they were that young. You can start when you feel the children are ready. But 18, read a book.
Definitely. Now, before we came back on the air, you said that you wanted to kind of talk about the meaning of financial literacy.
Yes, because you can hear financial literacy everywhere, but that's like a label that people use. They'll say it's a course, they'll say it's this account, they'll say this type of operation. But the term financial literacy has a meaning. It's gaining access to economic information and then making use of those concepts. So you have to be able to get the information. If you can't get it, then you can't use it, and then you can't make no effective choices. The purpose of being get the financial literacy is be a financially literate consumer. You can make effective choices in your life. That's when you have financial literacy. And once you get it, legacy, you take it and give it to your children. You have kids to come out and they do their thing. They got the master's degree, they got the education, they're educating others, and they send you gifts.
Did you say that? Did they send you books, not books, did they send you gifts for your birthday?
Not enough for birthday. No, they did. my podcast, they sent me all the computers, they sent me the daggone lights, and yeah, I was
see.
like, oh man, I was like, I didn't know this.
Well, they learned that from you, the best. Now, what we want to do is we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win his first book which is Joseph, Building Financial Literacy, and our number here is 602-277-5369, and I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show. And you can check him out on his website, which is actionablefinancialliteracy.com. I know that's not on this is not on there either. These are questions that you gave me, but I got to ask, okay, so you can tell him.
Okay.
Why was it important for you to put the word actionable financial literacy? Actionable. Why did you put that word first before everything?
There was when I was doing my research, it was a Harvard University professor named Chris Argyrise, and he's the father of actionable learning. And actionable learning occurs when you take the information that you have that you research and the learning that you have to use it outside of where you actually learned it. That makes it actionable.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're learning financially wise, as we teach it, once you have it, you have to be able to teach it outside of where you learned it at. So the things that I'm sharing, once you get it, you have to be able to use it outside. And the only way for you to make it like embedded in yourself, you have to use it. So that the knowledge you gain, the financial information I give, you have to use it. And I make it, God gave it to me to be able to make it simple. So you
And
read my books, it's
understandable.
going to be good. Yeah, understandable.
So, okay, let's go over here to some of these things. Relationships and connections.
Okay.
Tell me what you think about those.
The relationships you have in your life are very important. One of my wife is my longest one. Well, no, my dad is really. But
Dad's here, so
yeah,
be careful.
Yeah, well, you know what? To think about it, you sit, most guys, you either turn a certain age, you gonna call your fellas up, y'all can go to the bar and all the good stuff. I'm all nerdy. I call my dad. I know that's kind of weird, but I wonder. And most fathers and sons, y'all, like that. Yeah, we all like that. But it's still my dad though. So I called my dad. I was like, like I'm gonna hang out with him. We're gonna do like this for the week. But it's like we still. That's what I did. So
Love.
but you gotta have that.
It's
though.
called love,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes you are like what you call budding,
Uh-huh.
right? But we love each other.
Yeah.
There's that underlying love that doesn't go away.
Yeah.
That's connects everybody. Check him out on his website, which is actionablefinancialliteracy.com. Also, tell him about your QR code.
Okay. Yes. The QR code actually downloads the app. So I have a companion app that goes along with all the 3 books. The 3rd book is coming out the end of this year. But on the app, you'll get links to the books. You'll get links to the podcasts that are there. I have a blog post that's on my in the app, and also the access to newsletters is on the app as well. I also have what's called memory models. Memory models are the things that help you understand the concepts in a book. There are some one about Rule of 72. There's one about 4 Windows of Success. Different concepts that are in the book itself. As the 2nd book actually have QR codes in it, and it takes you to videos. It tells you, it summarizes all the
Let me
chapters.
do that for you. You go ahead.
Yeah.
So because what it is, I don't even know if it's really on one or not, but it doesn't really matter. The
Right.
point really is that the QR codes go along with the book so that you can actually look at that QR code and get the information from
Yeah.
there as well. It helps you understand,
It's actionable
it's
because it puts me
being
there.
hands-on with a QR code is basically
Mhm.
what it's doing. Check these books out. Go up onto his website. It's actionablefinancialliteracy.com. We've got our lines open here for everyone to be able to get entered in to win his first book. Start with that one. And everyone 18 years old and older should be listening to this and getting this book and reading it. 602-277-5369. Dad, before we go, because I don't want to make sure you don't want to say anything else to your son on the radio on his 60th birthday. What do you want to say?
I finally learned out what money is made out of.
Really, what's it made out of?
It's not paper. It's cotton and linen. Those 2 fibers, that's what they make up to make money. And at one time I had an offer when I was working in Norfolk, Virginia, overhauling airplanes that land on aircraft carriers. I had the offer to move to DC to be to cut money, to be a sharpener, because I build tools and sharpen tools, you know, and I'm also a tool designer, depending on what complication you run on what you're making. But I finally learned a simple thing. Everybody said, well, money's made out of paper. No. It's made out of cotton and linen. And if you're a fabricator, you know a lot of these fabrications have to be combined together chemically. And, you know, that's another story, another industry, dealing with hazmat. And after you get it to the point where you can touch it, and then you start printing and making money.
When people know how to make money grow, that's what they
Yes.
say on their birthday. You know, that's what they
Mine's
say.
growing because of him.
That's right.
Mine's growing
Absolutely. Okay, let's just really quickly go to, well, you feel like
Well, you know what I say? Because people don't realize money is made of cotton and linen, which is a physical object. It gets old, it gets worn, it gets torn, and needs to be replaced. The idea of creating wealth, that's eternal. Like what we're doing here's the radio broadcast, eternal. You can go to any country and do that, and they'll still make money.
Well, let's talk a little bit about how it's so important for, even in the Bible, it
Mhm.
says leaving money for your children's children.
Yes,
And right now we have such a tough economy, right?
yes,
Do you help them do it during an economy like this?
yes. There's times like this where you have to use your creativity to make it happen. And the king, Second Kings, the wise man said, "What do you have?" He said to the widow woman, "What do you have in your house?" That's where you go look in your house, see what's available in your home, and you can create a business from what's in your house.
You really can, folks, and there is one thing that is so important, is it for us to be able to have the money, learn how to make it grow. When we're talking about money, it doesn't mean that, everybody says things like this, oh, you only talk about money, why do you need so much money? It's not about that.
No, it's not.
Unfortunately, we need the money
Yeah.
to buy things, and that's the way the world goes, but you also could do a lot of good, and when you spend the money, no matter what it is, really, you're helping the economy grow,
Amen.
right? So, money is a wonderful tool, and it just so happens that we have to have it, and a lot of people need a lot of it. So, you know what? That's where they get in touch with you and learn how to do that, not only for themselves, but for their family, to make it grow and keep on growing. What's your final words?
It's important that you experience life. And life is living in faith eternally.
And happy birthday.
Thank you.
On your
birthday,
60th
Joseph.
birthday, 60th birthday, to come on the show here, talking about helping people know financial literacy, understanding it, how to make it grow. He's got these books, he's got the QR code, it makes it sort of like you're working hand in hand with him, learning. He has his podcast on Facebook on Saturdays at 11 a.m. You can check him out there. Also on his website, which is actionablefinancialliteracy.com. Call in here, get his first book. Our number here is 602-277-5369.
That's a wrap.
Just hang tight. He's going to turn that off there for a minute.
Okay. I've enjoyed you.
You did? Thank you. He's just doing what he's got to do there. Did you like it?
Oh, it was nice. It was excellent. I always have